How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video, another review. And I apologize if you hear the fan in the background. It is hot outside. But I wanted to do a review of Godzilla -1. I finally got to watch it thanks to Netflix for streaming it. Apparently I can also buy it on Amazon Prime. But regardless of that, it was directed by Takashi Amazaki, written by Oshiro Honda, Takio Murata, and Takashi Yamazaki. Okay, where do I... You know what? I think... Actually, you know what? I'm going to say this. This is the way I'm going to start this video. My biggest complaint... One of my biggest complaints for Godzilla X Kong, the New Kingdom, was... Or New Empire, whatever it was. My biggest concern or biggest complaint about that film was the overabundance of human characters, but not only that, but characters that were kind of over the top and kind of like, I don't know. This one, however, with this particular film, I'm actually at the, it's a different, situation in this version of it. If for this one, I mean, sure, you don't see Godzilla as much as the human characters. However, the focus seems genuine. The focus seems kind of, I would say, it's where. How would I go about saying this? It's you appreciate the story given, I should say. Now, since I've talked about the human characters, I also want to talk about Godzilla. Now, in terms of Godzilla, this is probably the most destructive I've seen of him. I mean, okay, so I think probably Shin Godzilla would come close as well. But in terms of brutality that I've seen thus far with the Godzilla films, you have, first of all, we get to see the first version of Godzilla. Well, he looks more like a T-Rex with these giant spines on his back, or a mutated T-Rex, so to speak. And after the mutation, we get the Godzilla that we know and love. The way he goes through Ginza, which is the city that we first attacks in, it's destructive. It's massive. When he uses the atomic breath, it is the equivalent to an atomic bomb. They really went all out to show how destructive Godzilla can be, and almost how impervious to damage he is. So in terms of Godzilla on screen, it was, I want to say, impressive, like very impressive. And it really goes to show the fear, or like brings the fear of the characters that, again, are represented in the movie. All in all, Godzilla has been probably really good. Actually, as far as I can tell, the best he's been in a lot of the films, bar none. The setting is around right after World War II, and we mostly follow a character by the name of Koichi Shikishima, who is or was supposed to be a kamikaze pilot. He lands, fearful for his life and the fact that he doesn't want to, commit to a kamikaze, and lands on a location called Odo Island, where he is with individuals of the same army, are attacked by a creature, a smaller version of Godzilla, but this, unfortunately, due to this attack, as well as the people dying and his inaction to do anything throughout the entire film, haunts him and questions his purpose. We also see the aftermath of the bombs dropped, or so to speak, the bombs dropped in Japan. Him going home, finding his family completely dead. And not only that, but in some sense, or I would say circumstance, taking in a woman by the name of Noriko, uh, and a child who she adopted because her mother had passed away. So I'm sorry for the gasp, but and we get to see them kind of build their lives together, but not marriage, but in a sense, build their lives together. And it is kind of established that this character, I mean, as even though he may have feelings for Noriko, is conflicted with his, what has happened in the past, and in some sense, questions whether he's still, alive or not, as well as, I think is ashamed of what had happened. So throughout the entire film, he is not married to the character. So partway through the film, we see one of the initial bombs drop, or at least one of the test bombs, and that basically mutates the Godzilla that we saw towards the beginning. Afterwards, while we're seeing Koichi, doing, I guess in a sense, because he got hired to basically destroy mines that are in the ocean. Godzilla attacks, or is attacking various ships, and they proceed to, in the first attack, or first attempt to try to stop it, use this little wooden boat to basically harm it with the mines that are still in the minefield. They do manage to, thanks to Koichi being a good shot, they do manage to get one of the mines in its mouth and proceed to shoot it in the mouth and basically blow up half its face. And I feel like this is somewhat of what they kind of did for Godzilla 2000, where he had the ability to rapidly regenerate. I kind of appreciate that they did that. And so, in this particular film, like after he gets part of his face blown up, he regenerates from it. So, a group of ex-military have to figure out a way to stop Godzilla. They do manage to find a really cool idea where they basically use I think it was a Pharaon gas to drop him, or basically sink him to the bottom of the ocean, and then use balloons or giant life preserver raft things to basically rapidly bring him back up to basically go through the decompression, which is a really cool idea. Which I will say, like, out of all the ideas they've come up with in each movie to take care or deal with Godzilla, this was a really creative one. But this didn't. I would say that this plan doesn't work without Koichi. Towards the end, after dealing a kind of an emotional blow after Godzilla's first attack, he gets one of the surviving mechanics to help outfit his plane to basically for a suicide mission, so to speak. And towards the end of the film, as they're finishing this thing off, or at least attempting to finish this thing off, Koichi then flies the plane into Godzilla's mouth with a bomb inside of the plane, basically blowing up. And as it was charging its thing, is completely utterly torn apart. So, but towards the end, we do find out that Koichi did survive. I don't want to go into how he survives. I ask you guys go check out the movie. Again, this was, I would say out of all of the Godzilla films thus far, this has to be my favorite. Like no joke. This one has to be my personal favorite out of all of them. I really liked it. I love the fact that, you have enough Godzilla, but you also, in terms of the story, in terms of like human characters, you have human characters that you actually want to follow in with this film, especially with what's going, like where it's set and what they're going through, how they're going through it, and basically, you know, trying to make their lives better, especially with the character Koichi. So, all in all, you know what? Story's good, characters good, human characters really excellent. Um, and I'm gonna say this too. It was actually cool to listen to this, watch it from in English and in Japanese. So I did watch it again in the Japanese, and it was really good with subtitles. So you know what? I'm gonna say this for everybody who likes Godzilla. I ask you guys to go check out this one, and I'm actually going to far as this give this a 10 out of 10 because honestly, right now this is quite possibly my favorite one of the Godzilla movies, and that is saying, and comparing it to some of the other ones, yeah, it is. I think this was done well, very well. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I am giving it my full praise. Um, and hey, again, human characters are actually great to watch in this film. So, all in all, this was good. This is good. And I ask you guys to please go check it out. You guys will enjoy it. But anyway, I don't think I have anything else I need to add other than, again, go watch it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below. As well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you guys next video.